For years now, as traditional barriers to entry have crumbled and new competitive threats have emerged, service providers all over the world have been seeing their revenue streams flattening and margins declining for many of their offerings, including voice and legacy business services. All of this happening somewhat paradoxically while traffic, that is demand, continues to exponentially increase on their networks. In this environment, our SP customers began to ask us a series of questions. What new services can I launch with my network? What new services should I launch? Who can I sell these services to? And finally, how much can I sell these new services for? How much money can I make? Although these problems can be stated very simply, addressing them and ultimately solving them is difficult. In response to this, at Juniper, we've developed what we call our Service Creation Program to help our customers navigate these complex issues and solve these tough service creation problems. The goals of the Service Creation Program, typically through the use of SDN, NFV, and cloud technologies, are to help our service provider customers 1. Develop and launch new services quickly, 2. Enter new markets and acquire new customers, and 3. Create new business models. Often, the new service evolution path begins with what we call the on-ramp to cloud-based managed services. So this might be a virtual managed router service or managed firewall or other type of security service. The economics of these virtualized solutions are dramatically different from that of traditional physical CPE managed services. And the improved flexibility and overall cost structure of service development, delivery, management, and operation opens up new customer segments and new geographies to the SP. With this cloud on-ramp, you have an open platform for ecosystem innovation. You can extend these initial routing and security services to other virtual layer 4 through 7 services, such as CDN, unified communication, etc. And this platform enables fundamental innovation in your business model too. For example, in a cloud broker model, you aggregate all types of cloud services from various channels and provide them to your customers through a secure, reliable connection. The Juniper Service Creation Program starts at the beginning. We call this phase Identify. Here, we first size the market opportunity and determine the best new service opportunities for the particular service provider, as well as the most attractive market segments. The next phase is Justify. Here we develop the business case for the new service. This generally includes a comprehensive cash flow model to help you understand the economic levers, to think through different scenarios, to minimize your deployment risk, and to think about the economics of virtualization at different points in your network and at different times during the service lifecycle. Next, we're at the point where we develop the service with you. This includes detailed service definitions, pricing, bundling, support, SLA options. Then you're ready to launch. Launching the new service involves sales enablement and training, channel partners when appropriate, Marcom, analyst relations, press relations. And finally, you're into demand gen, where you need to create customer-facing materials and develop marketing campaigns. Typically along this timeline, Juniper involvement is heavier in the beginning, and as the SP approaches launch, then internal marketing teams take over most of the work. Now, we've presented this as a clean, sequential process, but the reality is that it doesn't always work out this way. These steps can overlap greatly. They can occur concurrently or even out of this sequence, and this is okay. We're here to drive this process forward, but at the same time, we adapt to your internal time schedules and organizational hurdles as the situation requires. So what type of overall expertise and support can we provide you with? We partner with service provider customers to accelerate the launch of new services. We work together with you from planning through to implementation and launch, all with the goals of decreasing your time to market, minimizing risk, and maximizing monetization. Our business case workshops help you think through the economics of your network architecture and service options. Services workshops begin by building a common vision and point of view on the marketplace. We'll explore what other SPs are doing around the world, and then we'll look at your specific market advantages. then offer a methodical approach to identify, define, and launch the most lucrative services. We can offer best practices for messaging, customer segmentation, packaging, and pricing. We can help you along the path of organizational transformation that is required to fully realize the benefits of the new service environment. And it's critical to build an open platform that enables innovation across a broad vendor ecosystem. No one carrier or one equipment vendor will have all of the answers for your customers' service needs. Network and IT design and architecture workshops offer a technology strategy to respond to market changes and how to position your infrastructure to best prepare for the future. Here, it's important to have a vendor partner with a strong service provider networking pedigree to help bridge the gap between your current world of rigid, dedicated infrastructure and the new flexible software-defined world. And finally, our integration and deployment teams assess your current situation, identify key integration issues, provide guidance and solution recommendations, and support you all the way through deployment and operation, helping you make the most of what you already have to save time and cost. The Juniper Service Creation Program will help you profitably grow your revenue, but this growth will only come to those who adopt a new approach and work to the principle of think big, start small, and act fast. The market is already moving and our industry is in full-scale disruption. Whenever disruptions occur, there are winners and losers. The winners emerge from those who spot early opportunity and act on it. The losers emerge from those who sit back, wait, and are overly cautious, unwilling to try out a new and better way of operating. You can't afford to miss this investment cycle. The next step is a live demo of our platform or a technology trial such as our Contrail SDN controller and virtual network functions, or a service creation workshop with us where we start to build a common vision, or all of the above. To move those conversations forward that you've been having internally about services, contact your account manager today.